It's Week 18 of the 2026 season, and all eyes are on Jamar Chase. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Bengals and the Steelers, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
Now from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Acor Stadium in Cincinnati. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Long road to get here, but now we are here. The season finale. Playoffs begin next Saturday, so it's time for one last regular season kickoff.
In Week 18, it could just be so tricky, can't it, Mike? I mean, on one side, you got teams that have the playoffs wrapped up. So Week 18, it's a chance potentially to rest some starters or maybe get them out of the game early and get geared up for next week and the start of the playoffs. You got some teams that are fighting for their lives. They need to win business.
Past the 35-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick in 2021, national champion at LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
You know, some weeks, Mike, it just seems like you just can't.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And he will score. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. Touchdown number 9 for the year. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. 25-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They're led by their quarterback out of Ohio State, first-round pick Justin Fields.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an last play, they call it 13 personnel because there's one running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense.
And he's into the end zone. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll run. It's Moss. And this time he's in. Zach Moss. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They did
a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
He'll find Chase. That's complete. And he's in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals.
And he will score! Game on! Justin Fields! Touchdown, Steelers! That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Important one here now for the Steelers. They're going to try to go for the 2-point conversion.
The Steelers will line up for the
A run. Here's Harris. And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the 4th quarter. This to force overtime. This one is on target, and it is good. And we are almost certainly bound for overtime. Incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. So, overtime coming. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Here we go. Burrow. He'll try a long ball looking for Tony. And he's into the end zone. That'll do it. They win it in OT.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
So it's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. They finish off the regular season in grand style. They are division champions. Get a home game next weekend in the wild card round of the NFL playoffs. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.